Resident doctors strike continues for the fourth day today. However, 2,800 doctors get back to work. And traders continue their protest against the local body tax, reiterate demand to adopt Gujarat taxation model. Hello and welcome to Metro Scan from Mumbai. This is Sunita Bhatt. Now let's see the news in detail. The strike of the resident doctors from across the state continued for the fourth consecutive day. However, 2,800 doctors of JJ Hospital along with 14 government hospitals have withdrawn themselves from the strike. 350 residential doctors of Sassoon Hospital at Pune resumed work from today. Dean of the JJ Hospital Dr. Lahane said that Bombay High Court's order will be respected and the doctors will call up their strike soon. Residential doctors of Municipal Hospital are still tough on the stand. And moving on, the Federation of Associations of Maharashtra representing 750 traders associations today have planned a large-scale agitation against the proposed local body tax. More than 1.5 lakh traders participated in the Mahamorcha, which started from Karnak Bandar in South Mumbai to Azad Maidan. Traders have been carrying out rallies and protests since Monday against the levy of tax, which has replaced the octroi duty. Retail traders have also indicated their interest to join the protest from next Monday. However, the decision on this will be taken during the meeting at Azad Maidan. The traders have demanded to seize the LBT Act and adopt the Gujarat taxation model.
ऑक्ट्रॉय हटाकर एलबीटी लाने का निर्णय किया है। ऑक्ट्रॉय की लड़ाई हम 30 साल से पिछले लड़ रहे हैं। ऑक्ट्रॉय में जिस प्रकार का भ्रष्टाचार था, अब एक जगह का जो भ्रष्टाचार है वो दुकान दुकान पर भ्रष्टाचार लेने की प्रक्रिया की गई है और लाखों व्यापारियों को रजिस्टर होने पड़ेगा म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के साथ, लाखों को हरेसमेंट का शिकार बनना पड़ेगा, भ्रष्टाचार का शिकार बनना पड़ेगा। हम उसका विरोध करते हैं और सरकार को अनुरोध करते हैं कि आप जो ऐसे ही भ्रष्टाचार नामक जो कायदे ला रहे हैं उनको हटाइए और अगर नहीं हटाया तो हम गांव-गांव जाकर प्रचार करेंगे कि जो सरकार व्यापारी के विरुद्ध काम करती है उस सरकार को वोट न दे।
When one has a will, they are bound to find a way. A living example of this is Ashok Munne, who hails from Nagpur. After having lost one of his legs in an accident, he scaled the peak of success as he set to conquer one mountain range after another. Nothing is impossible for this person, backed by grit, determination and self-confidence. No feat and yet a feat achieved. We have a report.
A young Ashok Munne, fond of mountaineering, had to get one of his legs amputated after a train accident in February 2008. When pessimistic thoughts were dominating his mind as he went through treatment, Munne took a refuge in reading spiritual literature, which served as a source of great mental strength. So instead of giving up that point in time, Munne knew that life meant moving ahead, and he chose to pursue his hobby of mountaineering. Ashok Munne continued expeditions to Kalsubai Peak, Patalkot and Mount Mira among others. To scale such a rough terrain was a difficult task. However, each successful climb through these mountain ranges gave him an inspiration to combat the obstacle.
संघर्ष खूप मोठा होता. त्यामध्ये ऑक्सिजन न वापरल्यामुळे, तुफानमुळे माझ्या तोंडामध्ये बर्फ गेलेला होता, तोंडातून रक्त येत होतं, माझे बोट जे आहे पूर्ण निळे पडलेले होते, पाय पूर्ण सुन्न झालेला होता. अशा खूप सगळ्या गोष्टी घडल्या असताना सुद्धा माझा जो परतीचा प्रवास आहे तो मी 9 दिवसाचा 3 दिवसामध्ये पूर्ण केला.
Now Ashok Munne wants to boost spirit of physically challenged people all over the world by climbing the highest peak in the world, that is Mount Everest.
एव्हरेस्ट साठी माझी रनिंग असते आणि रनिंग सोबतच वॉकिंग वगैरे करतो मी. तर माझ्या पायाला 2-2 किलोचे वेट लागलेले असतात दोन्ही पायाला. प्लस स्विमिंग, अंबाझरीमध्ये डेली मी स्विमिंग करतो, रोज प्राणायाम करतो, योगासन करतो, जिम्नॅस्टिक, मार्शल आर्ट, आणखी अशा वेगवेगळ्या जेवढे काही स्पोर्टमध्ये त्या सगळ्या गोष्टी मी करतो.
When he gets to the top of 29,000 feet high Mount Everest, Ashok Munne will be the first Asian climber with a prosthetic leg to have achieved such a feat. This giant leap by Ashok Munne will surely serve as an inspiration for everyone aiming to achieve something in life. Bureau Report, DD News, Mumbai.
And the prize distribution ceremony of Samata Sahitya Academy Gaurav Puraskar 2013 was held today in the city. The prestigious award honored distinguished personalities for their excellence in fields including literature, arts, business, industrial production, social service and medical science. Program executive of Mumbai Doordarshan, Ravi Raj Gandhe, was honored with the award for his outstanding contribution in a program titled Amrut Vel. The series is telecast on the Sahyadri channel of Doordarshan. Many eminent persons from various fields were also present on the occasion.
या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं समता साहित्य अकादमीनं खऱ्या अर्थानं सर्वधर्म समभाव आणि निधर्मी राज्याचं एक सुंदर असं उदाहरण जनतेपुढे ठेवलेलं आहे. या अकादमीनं साहित्य, कला, उद्योग, वैद्यक क्षेत्र, त्याचप्रमाणे समाजसेवा, उद्योग क्षेत्र अशा विविध क्षेत्रात नामवंत लोकांना आणि कर्तृत्व गाजवणाऱ्या मंडळींचा त्यांनी सत्कार केलेला आहे, पुरस्कार दिलेला आहे.
Moving on now, Tata Group Innovation Forum announced the winners of the Tata Innovista 2013 at an awards ceremony today in Mumbai. A press conference was held to declare the names of the awardees in different categories. Tata Innovista is a program held annually to encourage, recognize and showcase outstanding innovations done by Tata companies across the globe. In 2006, the Tata Group started the process of capturing and celebrating innovations through this initiative. Tata firms from across the world have introduced 1,305 innovations in the year 2012 to 2013. Chief of the Group Quality Management Services of Tata Sons, Sunil Sinha, said that Tata Innovista was a great indicator of the success and improvement shown by the group.
Innovation has to be brought out of the realm of R&D, and it should be a common man's job to innovate. And in a way, you have to democratize innovation. And that made us think about this kind of approach, Tata Innovista.
And the Bhabha Atomic Research Center has yesterday organized Exponent 2013, which aimed at educating young college-going students about the positive effects of nuclear energy. Padma Shri Award recipient Dr. S.P. Kale and eminent scientist Dr. D.N. Badodkar addressed the students and said how nuclear energy can be beneficial for the country. Dr. Kale said that people were afraid of nuclear power because of the devastating effects it had on Japan. However, he also added that despite Japan being the worst hit nation by bombs, it has now more than 55 nuclear reactors.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Metro Scan. Up next is a quick wrap of the top news at this